Hey there, and welcome to part 2 of our lazy stretches series. If you haven't seen the first one, go check that out. It's all stretches in a face-up position. Today is going to be all stretches in a seated position. These are lazy stretches. I'm just calling them that because they don't take work, they don't take effort or strain, because that's actually counterproductive. You want your muscles relaxed when you stretch so they can lengthen and reach their full flexibility and maybe go even a little farther each time. If you're working against the stretch, you're not really getting a stretch, and you're also risking injury. Muscle could tear, fibers could get overpulled, that kind of thing. Spasms, we don't want that. We want stretches to feel good. So this is great for people who are inflexible and who hate stretching. Try these out. So sit in a comfortable seat, however it's comfortable to you. You can cross your feet, you can sit on, bend your knees, sit on your heels, whatever is good. We're just going to stretch the cervical spine. We'll let gravity do the work. Bring your ear to your shoulder. And just let gravity take it. Now, if you want a little bit more to intensify the stretch, you can very gently place a hand on the head and not pull, but just let the weight of the hand intensify the stretch a little. It should all feel good. There should be no tug of war. For a little bit more, you can press the opposite hand out like this and press it down towards the earth. Or you could just stay with the original, anywhere along the line. And if you keep doing them, you'll work up to more and more, to higher and higher intensity. Let's go the other way. You want to take a nice few deep breaths with each stretch. You always go in and out of stretches slowly, very slowly. We don't want to surprise the muscles. Surprised muscles tend to cramp and spasm and contract really hard. Deep breath. You want to stay for a few nice deep breaths. And that should feel really nice. So come on up slowly. Go ahead and drop the chin towards the chest and just let the back of the neck elongate. For a little bit more, you can clasp your hands and let the weight of your hands bring your head down. Now be careful. Don't round your whole spine forward. We're actually sitting up straight here, nice and tall. The only thing that's moving is the head. Keep those shoulders down and back. Deep breathing. And that should feel super nice on the back of the neck. So let's go ahead and rotate one way. If you would like to assist, and you don't have to, but if you would like to, you'll take the hand to which the face is turning on the same side and the opposite hand behind the head and just assist it. Remember, try not to turn your body. This is just your cervical spine, just your head and neck. Really try to isolate it. Come over to the other side. Same side forehead, opposite hand behind the head. Looking over your shoulder. Slowly come out and come back to center. Now that your neck is nice and loose, let's have a nice side body stretch. So first, you're going to reach up as far as you can to the ceiling. And then when you've reached up as far as you can, bend to the opposite side. Now careful that you're not bending in. You want to open up. You can use the opposite hand for some stability. Open up the side of the spine. If you want, you can even turn up a little bit towards the armpit. And deep breaths here. Feels really good. straight arm, really reaching up as you reach side. And come on down nice and slow. Make sure your shoulders are relaxed. And let's go ahead with the other. So reaching straight up, as high as you can get. And then coming over, up and over. You can turn up. I see a little squirrel eating an acorn. Hopefully won't come over here on my mat. Squirrels are, New York City squirrels actually are a little too friendly. They all think people are here to feed them. And come on up. Great. So now we're going to stretch our legs. We're going to put our feet out in front of us. Now, some of you won't be able to straighten your legs all the way, and that's fine. So you'll just stay here. The trick is to have a flat back, to be sitting up straight. You don't want to be rounding this way. You want to sit up straight, and we want to stretch our hamstrings. If you can go down all the way, go ahead and straighten your legs. It's best if you can flex your feet towards you so that they come forward. And maybe this is where you stay. So you'd be sitting with a straight back, straight legs, and feel your hamstrings stretch. If you have a little bit more flexibility, and I don't very much in this, with a straight back, you can begin to walk forward. Now the idea is you want to bring your belly towards your thighs, not your head towards your knees. Belly towards your thighs. So keep reaching out with a straight spine. And maybe you reach here, maybe you reach here, maybe you reach your toes, but straighten up and bring your belly towards your spine. And you'll feel a really nice stretch in the hamstrings and the calves. And if you want to get a little bit more into the lower back, bend the knees just slightly and then round forward. Not round forward. Try to straighten and reach forward. The thing is, this doesn't give you any kind of a stretch. This is just forward slumping. So we really want to extend the spine as we move forward. Take a few deep breaths here. As you breathe in, sit a little taller. As you breathe out, reach a little longer. Great. So gently come back up to sitting. Now we're going to do butterfly pose, which we did when we were in the face up or supine position. Now we're going to do it sitting. So bring the feet together and allow your knees just to fall out. Now you might be here, you might be here, whatever. If it's uncomfortable and you don't have very much flexibility here, put books or pillows underneath your knees. I like pillows because then as they release, there's somewhere for them to go. It's not a hard block stopping them. They can actually rest down into the pillow a little bit. Now again, you want to sit with a straight back. You don't want to round this way or you won't get the right stretch. So, bottoms of my feet together and I'm sitting straight up, right? You can hold on to your feet. You can sort of open them like a book. You can grab your toes to help you straighten your spine, and that might be where you stay, and that's fine. If you want a little bit more, gently begin to crawl your hands forward. Now, I still am keeping my back as elongated as possible as I crawl forward. We want the belly to come towards the legs. We're not trying to get the head towards the floor. Maybe you can come onto forearms. And just breathe into that nice opening in the front of the hips. Maybe you can even come down and rest your head. Wherever you are, enjoy the stretch. It should feel good. Everything here should feel good. Nothing should hurt. If it does hurt, come out of the pose. And slowly come on up. We'll stretch our adductors, which are the muscles on the insides of our thighs. Now, we could do that a few ways. This is what's nice, is that stretches have a lot of variability. Like, you can do them along a path of increasing intensity. So wherever you are, there's something for you, and there's something to work towards the next time, right? Each time maybe you get a little bit more flexible. So this is one way to bend one of your legs in, bring one of your legs out to the side, and flex the toes. They should point up towards the ceiling, not rotated like that. And tall spine. And with that, if you can keep your spine tall and lean forward, by all means, go ahead. Or you just stay upright. So that's one way, and of course we'll do the other side. Come out of it slowly, not as fast as I did. I just broke my own rule. Shame, shame, Rachel. Point the toes up towards the ceiling. And gently come forward or stay up straight. So hold that, but if you're more flexible and you want to, you can bring both legs out to the side. I like to push behind me to make sure that I'm sitting up straight. Just kind of gives me a little nudge. Have the feet flexed and alive, and maybe this is where you stay. Or maybe your V is over here and you're getting a good adductor stretch, and that's fine. If you want more intensity with a straight spine, that's sort of the theme of the day, is keep your spine straight, right? You can start to walk it out a little bit. Maybe you come to your forearms. Maybe you even come down to your head like we did in the Baddha Konasana, the butterfly pose. I cannot do that. So if you can, power to you. However, you don't get points for that. Wherever you are, as long as you are feeling a gentle stretch and it feels good, you have got it, my friends. Take a few deep breaths here. See if you can relax your legs, relax your thighs down, have them lie heavily on the floor. And now, of course, if you want, coming on up slowly, if you want, you could take those side stretches in this position for a little added bonus. Right? And remember, we're going up and to the side, and we're not going forward. We're really stretching that side body. We do enough forward in our day-to-day. We want to think of side and we want to think of extension. So put your hands behind your legs very slowly, because this could be pretty intense. Bring them back. Bend one knee. Take your foot and put it across. Okay? If you can't do that, don't worry about it. Just sit however you're comfortable. But if you do, bring it across. Make sure you're sitting on both butt cheeks. That's right, I said butt cheeks on YouTube. That's astonishing. All right, so I'm a little wacky today. I don't know what it is. So you're going to hug around your leg like that. Give your knee a hug. Put your other hand out for stability, like a little kickstand. Sit up straight and tall and start to twist the spine. Maybe you can look back over your shoulder. Breathe in as you sit up nice and tall. Breathe out as you twist a little more. Spine twists are great. Just wringing them out. Breathe in, sit taller. Breathe out, twist a little deeper if you can. Keep that shoulder down, that right shoulder. And slowly come on out. And we'll switch. So, switch. It's magic. You can make it fancy. Hey, it's lazy stretching. We do what we want here, right? So, cross your arm over. Sit up nice and tall. Make sure you're sitting on both butt cheeks. And get your other hand out as a little kickstand. Breathe in, sit up tall. And exhale and rotate. Breathe in, sit up tall, get that shoulder down away from your ears. And deepen the stretch with your exhale. Slowly coming on back. And we're going to just clasp our hands behind our back, interlace the fingers, and give a nice stretch back. Pull those scapula, those shoulder blades, together and down the back. And that should feel really nice. Open the chest. You can look up if you want, if it's easy on the neck. If that doesn't feel good, just bring your chin in and open the chest. Try to lift your hands behind you for a little more of a shoulder opening. So trying to lift them up that way. And breathe. Should feel really nice. Come out of it slowly. And one more seated. So you're going to interlace your fingers again. You're going to put them behind your head. Gently press your head back into your hands. Open up your shoulders, your elbows rather. Open your elbows out to your sides. I know my anatomy. I'm just a massage therapist. I don't know the difference between shoulders and elbows. What? Open those elbows out to the side and squeeze your scapula together and down again. Your shoulder blades, squeeze them together like you have a pencil in between them that you're trying to hold there, and down the back into your back pockets if you had back pants pockets. Pressing the head in, pressing the elbows outward, out and back, and squeezing the shoulder blades together and get those shoulders down. Enjoy this. This is really nice. Opens up the back of the neck, lengthens through the chest. It's like a good morning stretch. Breathe deep. This is a great one to do during the day, during a little stretch break at your desk. If you're working at a computer, really, really good one to do. Slowly release. And those were our seated lazy stretches. But they're much more effective than strenuous stretches. So who's lazy now, right? Look out for part 3. Check out part 1 if you haven't seen it. Comment below. Let me know how you liked it, if these stretches felt good in your body, and like the video, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Totally. I'll see you in the next one.